600 and some odd, it's like 650 that he just knocked off voluntarily without anybody saying anything, just knocked it off. So give into this ground. There is financial harvest and breakthrough. And I have testified on my own of the financial breakthrough that I have had with Apostle Taylor and this move of God giving to him as he obeys the heavenly vision from the Lord. But my income doubled when I started giving full-time here. It doubled, and I never looked back, and thank God. And now that I'm retired, my life is blessed, very blessed, because of this move of God, because of this ministry. I highly encourage you. I incredibly encourage you. I most doubly encourage you to give sacrificially, but give, tithe here. Be a regular covenant partner and tithe here. Let your money go to work for you the best possible way. If you were making an investment in the business world through stocks or whatever, you would research and you would look for the very best what's the word? The very best income for your investment. And the best return, that's the word I'm looking for, the best return for that investment. And so you would do that, and you would be confident in that. This is more sure than anything out in the business world. This is more sure. This is God's kingdom, and you will not be disappointed with the return on your money if you regularly sow and tithe as part of an investment into the kingdom of God. Where Jesus walks, your money will be blessed for sure. And call 877-THE-GLORY, and it's still scrolling across the screen how you can give, and you want to be sure and do that when one of them scrolls across and it touches your heart. Make sure that you're doing it right then.
Yes, and it's so true that, the returns are unspeakable. I mean, we all got to see the physical manifestations of physical healings that people got, or that precious family where, the lady's uncle was able to get completely set free from the jail. He had no hope of getting out. He was supposed to be in there for 30 years, and his situation completely turned around when they sent his picture in, believing for that miracle for their loved one, and he got set free, and he only had to serve 2 months. And these are miracles that are priceless, that you can't even put a price on. You can't even put any dollar sign on, because they are just life-changing. That man's whole entire life that would have been spent in jail, now he's been set free. And Apostle Taylor said he has a calling on his life for ministry, and he's set free to do the work of God. And it's just so beautiful to see these things happen. And so just like we see those physical manifestations of the physical healings, the financial miracles are just as real. And I mean, it is just so amazing, even just behind the scenes on the phones. It's just amazing to be able to see these financial miracles take place of when people sow in sacrificially, and then they call back within a week or two, just so excited to share their testimony, to share their breakthrough. There was one lady that I shared just the other day. My sister had talked to. She'd, been calling in for a little bit. She had left an abusive relationship that she'd called in prayer for to help her to get set free from it. When she did, her little dog got lost. So she called in to pray for her dog to get found. God supernaturally led her to a groomer that happened to just find the dog. So she got reunited with her dog, but then she sewed $3.33. That was all she had to her name, because she had just, left this relationship. She literally had nothing. So she sewed $3.33 in complete faith. And within just a couple months, she came into $100,000 just a couple months later. I mean, these stories, you cannot make them up. But they're so supernatural. And, that's what happens when you give into this ministry, is the supernatural happens in your life, and financial miracles happen in your life. It's just amazing.
It is amazing. It is absolutely. You will not be disappointed if you begin to tithe regularly and give regularly. Besides these sacrificial offerings that you're doing now, your money will be blessed. I promise you. And there is so much that we have talked about tonight. The face-to-face, the prayer, all of these are parts of the solution that God has given Apostle Taylor. And one of the other parts is the arena in 2024. And we will go there with this graphic right now. You are giving to this. This is part of what God is going to do to preserve this nation is do the arena tour. Apostle will go out through the nation with the arena tour, starting with the Amway Center in Orlando, and there it is right there. This is what you are giving to as well. This is part of the vision. This is part of the answer to save this country, to save this United States. And so when you give tonight, you are helping to pay off the arena, all that goes with it. The arena is just, booking the arena is just part of it. You know, there will have to be setup. There will have to be transportation. There will have to be just a myriad of different things that will have to be done during that time in 2024. And it will have to be paid for ahead of time. And the column set that is also being built, you're giving towards that. And there is that beautiful column set that is just glorious. Talk about glory. We have been in 14 days. This also is the glory of God. This also will show the glory of God. As people walk in that environment, seeing that, I mean, faith is going to arise immediately as they just know that they are sitting in that presence of God. And it is going to be absolutely glorious to be there with Apostle during that time of 2024. And this is what you will see. And you will have been a part of that, making that happen. So when you give tonight, this also is what you're doing, preserving America. And we'll just chronologically back up, and then we'll go to the 2023 graphic of the crusade that is coming up, the virtual arena crusade that is coming up. And that is July 27th, 28th, 29th. And Apostle, again, you were right about the dates, and there it is. International and national leaders will be there. And that will be a glorious time of 3 days of healing like you have experienced tonight and this last 2 weeks. This will be happening those 3 days. Mark your calendar now. You don't have to go anywhere. You get to stay home for this virtual arena. Now stay here. You don't have to go to the 2024, but you've got time to go, or time to save for that 2024 arena. You have time. You've got 15 or 16 months to do that, where you can save and make preparations for transportation, for hotel, all of this in 2024. And then backing up still, we're leaving July 27th, 28th, 29th, and we're coming forward now to the Passover services. That is just days away. I'm trying to count in my head, but I can't. It's days. April 5th through the 13th. And today being the 30th already, so it's only 6 days. Passover starts. And this is amazing that this 40 days that we are in, this 40 days of prayer and this 40 days of glory leading up to the Campus of the Harvest ribbon cutting and unveiling, this falls in that time. What an amazing time this is. So make plans to be with Apostle during these days as well, the 5th through the 13th. And Resurrection Sunday, all of Passover. And don't forget your wave offering. Many of you, I know you've given in all this last 2 weeks, but all through the year, Apostle has asked that we save up for a special wave offering that we bring to the Lord during this time. And it is our special sacrificial seed in honor for what the sacrificial lamb that God gave us in His Son, Jesus. And so we return. We do our very best. As God did His best for us, we do our very best for Him with a wave offering that is waved before the Lord in blessing. And that is coming up very soon.
Yes, coming up very soon. And we have, other dates of other events coming up. Make sure to stay in the know. Make sure to go online and follow the different social media platforms of Apostle so that you can know when an event is happening. Just like this pop-up crusade, we didn't even know till the day of when Apostle Taylor announced it unexpectedly. And so you want to make sure to stay connected to him through social media so you can get those announcements when there's surprises like this. And there's many different platforms so that you can follow him on. Facebook is really big. Of course, make sure to get on Apostle Taylor's Facebook page, follow his Facebook page, help share the posts that he posts. He'll post lots of different posts. He'll even post like past crusades and things like that people will even get healings and miracles from watching past crusades. And so there's a lot of things that you can do that you can be sharing on there to be an evangelist, to help reach out to people. And as you know, some of his Facebook pages have gotten taken down through the warfare. One in particular that he had built up to millions got taken down. So now we're building the numbers back up. So he is asking for your help to bring this one back up to 1 million followers on Facebook. So if you haven't gone on there and followed his page, make sure to follow it. And then YouTube, if we can go to YouTube next, Apostle Taylor's biggest YouTube page got taken down as well, that had millions of followers through the warfare. And so we have a new page back up, and Apostle Taylor is asking you for your help to help him to get back up to 1 million subscribers. So if you haven't subscribed to his YouTube page, make sure to do so. And then there is TikTok. And TikTok, Apostle Taylor has gone viral on it almost immediately. And he has over 1 million views on TikTok. It's a great place to share Apostle's videos, let people know what's happening, because when they see it, they are so excited. And, they just immediately call in because they want to know more. And they're excited to see what Apostle Taylor is walking in. I mean, it's things that they've never seen before, never heard before. And they're just so excited to get connected and find out. It's just such a simple way to evangelize. And so there's many different ways, but Pastor Steve, there's also a personal way that they can message Apostle on Facebook too.
Take advantage of all of these. Apostle has made it very easy to give, to evangelize on social media. All of these things, take advantage of them. And we want to thank Apostle one more time for these 14 days, these 2 weeks that we have been in God's presence, and many of you are healed, and we will continue, I know, to get testimonies in long after